Dear friends, this week we will be reading the Torah portion of Naso. And Naso talks about an event that happened on the day that they inaugurated the Mishkan, the tabernacle in the desert, Rosh Chodesh Nisan. And the Torah tells us immediately how the leaders of the tribes, the 12 leaders, gifted to the Mishkan 6 wagons, 12 oxen, to be able to transport the Mishkan when the Jews traveled from one place to the other. And then how they wanted to give a gift for the inauguration. And Hashem allotted one day for each tribe to give a gift of sacrifices and to other items to the temple. And fascinating how they all gave the exact same gift, yet all had in mind different symbolisms of the items and the measurements of what they gave. But I want to focus today on the idea of them jumping forward to give a gift of wagons and things that were necessary, not for the first day of the tabernacle, but it was something that was necessary while the Jews were in the desert. And our sages teach us a lesson in leadership. When the Jewish people were told, and the leaders of the tribe were charged to ensure that the Jewish people donate enough items so the tabernacle can be built, because it was built with the items that God said were needed, and the Jews had to donate it. So we are told that the Jewish people donated with such generosity that at some point they were told, hold up, it's too much. We have enough of what we need. But something happened. The leaders of the tribe missed out on this special occasion of gifting generously, because they made a calculation and they said, our charge is to ensure that there's enough money donated. So let's tell the Jews to donate. We are sure that between all the donations, there'll still be a big gap of what will be missing to fulfill God's command to build a tabernacle. We will cover that gap. A certain level of pride, maybe a little arrogance, and underestimating the Jewish people. What happened was that the Jewish people came forth with such excitement that there was almost nothing left for the leaders to donate. And they donated something small, some of the gems, in the bigger picture. And they were reprimanded for that. Because true leadership is not to tell others what to do, thinking you'll cover their shortfall, but to be the first one to do, to inspire others to follow your way. And now, 6 months later, they got the message. And immediately when the Mishkan was inaugurated, they stepped forth and they said, we're ready to give something that we know is needed. Not to wait until it's even asked for, but they anticipated the need. And this is a lesson for all of us in leadership. And leadership does not just mean if someone is the head of an organization. To be a leader in your life, in your small circle or larger circle, whether at home and work or all other places, is that we lead by example. We lead by doing first, not just telling others what to do. Maybe even being very inspirational in our communicating. But more importantly is to lead by doing first what we ask for others. And as we find by Moshe Rabbeinu, when they had to leave Egypt, Moshe could have easily delegated the task to fulfill the promise of Joseph that he wants to be taken out of Egypt and buried in Israel. But he did not. He went himself to do it. And we're told great merits came to him because he did it himself, though he could have taken care of it by delegating. And there are things that we can and should delegate to be productive. But delegation doesn't take away from us being involved and doing what we have to do. We're told that the rabbis could easily have delegated all the preparations for Shabbat on a weekly basis. So they come to Shabbat, everything is set and beautiful. But each rabbi would do something for the honor of Shabbat. And so too it is in everything in our life. Be the first. Let everyone see what you do, especially those in our charge who are following us. That they'll not be inspired by what we say, but they'll see how we do it, which will add to their inspiration even more, not only once, but on a continuous basis. So may God bless you all. We love you. I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Candlelighting time in Montreal, 8:18 p.m.